What's up, party people? It's Saturday, which means it's project day. Over the past few weeks, we have been trimming out our windows, which means we're adding casing on the outside of the windows where these are just drywall wrapped. We're replacing the stool, wrapping the casing, so that means that we need to remove the treatments and any blinds. We need to remove the bars for the curtains. So the major challenge with this project was the fact that we just had all of our windows replaced. I tried to figure out with the window company exactly how they were going to set these replacement windows. When they pulled the old windows, they put the new windows right on top of the window stool. That's how they measure them, that's how they install them. So instead of an easy removal of the window stool, we are now having to cut and jam saw the window stool so that the new windows still sit on top of them, and then tie in from there. It's kind of a mess. It's an extra step that I was hoping I could avoid, but here we are. So we're just gonna cut them with a multi-tool. So that's where we're at right now. Let's go ahead and get started. This is Bauer's window. You can see his drool has pretty much stripped the paint, and there's claw marks all over it. This is his window, and you can see all the slobber on the window itself. Excuse me. We're going to cut the caulking from where they did the window replacement, take our multi-tool and cut out flush with the window where the stool is, and then just pull it out. We'll rip down a new piece and put it in. For longer home repair or remodeling jobs, I tend to default to my corded tools. I just find that there's a little bit more power in them. The battery operated tools are great, and there's definitely a spot for them. If there's something I need to do quickly, then they are definitely my go-to for that. I mean, you'll see my DeWalt battery operated nailer, simply because I don't want to pull out a compressor and an air hose and make a lot of noise and all that. So you'll see me use a combination of both battery and corded tool, and it makes the job a little bit easier. What I'm doing now is just scraping the caulk. You just want to be careful that you don't scratch up the actual vinyl, although I'm sure the dog will do that for us. All right, number one is done. We're going to go ahead and cut the stool out for the second one. That way we only need to make one trip out to the saw. We can take measurements for both and then just kind of start cutting both ways. Well, here we are. We've got both window stools cut out, cleaned out, ready to be measured. And then we'll get going on the casing, and then everybody's favorite, paint. One thing to take note of is that these drywall returns are not always 100% square. So there's a little gap there. And all that means is that you can do one of two things. You can cut your window stool on an angle so that it covers and follows that gap, or you can fill it with caulk. Kind of split the difference. Maybe fill with a little bit of caulk, and we'll go from there.
Now it's time to install the window stool. I'm using these shims here to make sure that not only is it snug to the frame, but also to make sure that the stool is level, both left to right and front to back. You'll see here where we install the apron, the easiest way to get the correct measurement for the apron is to take the longest length of your stool and subtract an inch, so you have a 1/2 inch reveal on each side.
Alright, so here's the new stool and apron. As you can see, sides are quite a bit longer, and that's so that it can accommodate the casing that's going to go around.
Now's a good time to caulk and seal all your joints to get ready for paint.
Alright, so now that we've got the stool and apron all done up, we can start taking measurements for the casing to go around. I like to start at the header just because it helps to keep the header nice and level. If you're off by a little bit and that header reveal, it can make it look a little crooked. And then I just start at the top. That's just the easiest way for me to do it. And the reveal is the area between where the casing ends and then the corner of the drywall returns. So you decide to go with 3/16 or a quarter, or it doesn't particularly matter, but you want it to be the same all the way around the window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my measurement from the top corner of the window to the other top corner of the window, and I'm going to add 3/8. The reason I'm adding 3/8 is because I'm going with 3/16 of a reveal all the way around, or trying to at least. Like I said before, your drywall is not always going to be square and level, so you kind of have to work with it a little bit. What I mean by inside to inside, I'm going to take this measurement and I'll add on the inside corners of my miter, and that way it should give me a straight shot all the way down. Alright, so we've got all the casing on, it's caulked in, we're just ready to paint, touch up the paint on the casing, and then paint the inside jamb, because these ones are painted the same color as the wall, and to really make that window pop, you want to paint the returns, the jamb on the inside of the window too. Alright, so here we are, we're almost done. It's taken most of the day to pretty much prep everything, paint everything, and deal with the kids. But alright, so here we are, we're nearly finished. We got 2 coats of paint in the jamb and on the trim around the window. Everything's ready to go back, it's dry, and we're going to finish up by putting the window treatments back in.
Alright, these are the blinds going back in. Stay tuned at the end of the video and we'll have a time lapse of me putting the stool apron and trimming out the whole left side window from start to finish, so you can see it kind of without being chopped up.
Alright, so we're all finished up. We've got both the windows trimmed out, a couple coats of paint on there, and the blinds are hung back up. We made the decision not to hang the curtains back up, see how this kind of works out for now. But you can definitely see how trimming out just a drywall wrapped window can really accent not only the window but the room. So anyway, I hope this was helpful to someone out there, and if you like these videos, remember to subscribe to our channel. We're going to be rescreening our back porch this fall, so stay tuned for more videos.